So now you're creating these guys that are already born genetic freaks, and then we're turning them to bigger freaks. Every single hit is like a car wreck.
That's
right?
the game. That is the game. These guys get paid enough money to take those hits. And if they can't take them, retire. You should have a good backup on the team. That's roster building. That has nothing to do with this.
So you just like throw them to the side.
Know your place, trash.
Dude, they get
They're no
paid
longer of
millions
use
and
for you.
millions of dollars
Like
to go out there and entertain us.
Like a
They're
whore at 11:01 p.m. after
hindering
you
the
had a
game.
10 to 11 shift with her.
They're hindering the game
Throw
by
her
trying
out.
to protect these guys, and I get it. You got guys with CTE. You got AJ Brown. He like. There's a lot of sad stories about
Antonio
it.
Brown.
Oh, I said AJ Brown. I meant Antonio Brown. Sorry. You got sad stories that come along with it. But, dude, these guys get paid enough money to be professionals and go out there and put their lives on the line like everybody else does. 15 guys fell off a roof today. You don't hear about them.
Young Junk.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to episode 7 of Think You Know Ball. 7 episodes, huh? I'm John, joined by Steve and Stevie G. We've got a really good show lined up for you tonight, but before we get into it, make sure you like, subscribe, and share the show. It really helps us grow. And don't forget to check out the rest of the network. We got 8-Bit Beef with Derek and Terry and the Muscle Geeks podcast covering movies, TV, and pop culture. And if you're watching live, get in the chat tonight. We'll be in there with you, so drop your takes, react to the topics, and we'll read some of them during the show. Tonight we're kicking things off with NFL free agency, breaking down what the Eagles have done with Goedert and Hollywood Brown, plus Denver making a huge move for Jaylen Waddle. Are they going all in for 2026? Then we get into the 2026 NFL draft conversation and take a full look at Howie Roseman's draft history. Is he actually elite, or has recent success changed the narrative? After that, we talk Phillies baseball. Alec Boehm on fire this spring, while some of the bigger names are off to slow starts. Are we buying the breakout or overreacting? Then it's time for buy or sell. Eagles Super Bowl expectations, LeBron's legacy, and culture versus talent. And we'll close it out with hot takes. No safe opinions. Topic 1, boys. Well, first of all, how was everyone doing?
Good, John.
I came in hot today. I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's coming in hot. It's all right.
Thanks.
I don't mind it.
Thank you. CVG, anything happened to you this week?
No, nothing to report.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, you guys invited me to my first gaming session with you guys. Thank you for that. That was fun.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a PS5 gamer now.
Yep. Arc Raiders, dude.
Stop.
Steve's favorite game.
How about you, Steve? What'd you do this week?
I hate that game.
You want to talk about it real fast?
Yeah, I mean, the game's really corny. It's pretty stupid. I literally signed on just to shit talk this guy.
Dude, it's the best game out right now.
I mean,
You're just terrible
that's
at it.
debatable.
Yeah, I'm
This
really
guy
bad
will
at
be
it.
fighting the machines, right? So you have to fight like the AI in the game. So it's basically just machines that fly around. This guy's literally standing still, getting shot in the face, and I'm jumping all around, hiding behind things, trying to actually survive. I had to cuss him out this week,
All
like
right.
2 days ago.
Yeah,
I was screaming.
It's bad.
All right, boys. So let's kick some things off with some NFL free agency updates because there's been a lot of movement, especially if you're an Eagles fan. Dallas Goedert is back on a 1-year, $7 million deal, and the big thing here is timing. Getting that done before the deadline saved Philly from a massive $20 million cap hit. Huge move for flexibility. Then they go out and add Hollywood Brown on a 1-year deal worth up to $6.5 million. Still only 28. Still has speed. Feels like a low risk, high upside pick to boost that receiver room. The biggest move might be trading for Denver, trading for Jaylen Waddle and giving up a first, a third, and a fourth. So now the question becomes, are the Broncos going all in right now to make a real Super Bowl push in 2026? Stevie G, I'll come to you first. What of those moves stands out to you?
Oh, they all stand out. Denver's all in for sure. They spent all their draft capital for this year. They have nothing else to give. They're all in. Jaylen Waddle's a young wide receiver. Didn't really do too good the last couple of years, but he definitely has a lot of speed and talent. And the Denver Broncos were great last year, and they already have Cortland Sutton and a couple other pieces that are really good.
You think they're
Patrick
Super Bowl
King's on that team.
contenders?
Oh, yeah, big time. I think they
You don't think
would
they're
have gave
pretenders?
Seattle a big run for their money if they actually made it, but Bo Nix got hurt. So they're definitely all in.
Mr. Brown.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think Denver's all in. That's a big move, acquiring a big in both ways, right? They gave up a lot, but they're getting a lot with Jaylen Waddle, especially with him being young and Bo Nix being young. They can build around that, and hopefully they can hit it off. They also brought back Javonte Williams, right? So
Yeah, he did great too.
yeah, he had a good year last season as well. Yeah, I think if they stay healthy, man, that defense is still good. That offense just got better.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely all in. I personally think they're probably the team to beat in the AFC.
Wow.
Yeah, they're all the way up there.
Yeah.
I still think the Chiefs, but
All right.
Dallas Goedert's back, dude.
Yeah. What about now the Birds? Like Dallas Goedert, right? Guy took a pay cut, essentially,
Surprising.
to come back because he said he wants to retire an
Why are
Eagle.
you shaking your head?
Do you think that he wants to retire an Eagle and he's doing all that for like fan service or like?
He loves being an Eagle.
Yeah. I also
Howie
I'm a
Roseman
multi-million
did his
dollar.
deal, what he always does, messes with the salary cap, and brought our boy back. That's what I wanted.
I think he loves the city and I think he loves ball. But did you think he was going to get primetime money?
Yeah, he scored the most touchdowns on the team last year.
He had 11 touchdowns. That was the only thing. He had 536 receiving yards. It's not even a career year. I mean, I guess that's a career year, right?
It was
11
a career year for
touchdowns,
him.
sure, but
I think that's a lot of receiving yards for a tight end when you have like a Saquon Barkley on the team. You have a quarterback that can run. You have two, like a 1 and 1A type wide receiving core. 586 yards is a lot for a tight end. The guy,
536.
whatever. He's doing his job by catching touchdowns. He caught 11 touchdowns.
No, he was great last year. I'm not trying to take away anything. I'm happy with the move. I hope they still get the young guy this
Nah,
year.
he's out now, dude.
Yeah,
I don't
he's
think
out.
so. I think
He's
the
out.
1 year deal, I think that brings veteran leadership back, which I'm all for, and I think it brings that veteran
What's he, 32, 31?
something like that.
31, I
Yeah,
think.
like early
He's got
30s.
like one more contract after this. He's probably
Yeah.
vying for that
He
big
had
one.
a career year.
I'm
and
hoping
then
he
took a pay
mentors the
cut.
young guy that we're going to draft in the first round.
Dude, there's
I mean,
no way. We
there's
just
no
got,
way.
what, Cal Katera?
Signed him too.
And we picked up another tight end too, right?
Joker. Yeah, but they're all
Muddit-
jokers.
Muddit's like tight end 3. He's just a bench guy, but
Yeah.
Calcaterra and Goddard. That's what I
Stop.
wanted, man.
Stop.
I didn't want any of those guys. He had a career year.
I don't want
coming back for
Njoku
less money.
or anyone else if we're going with the young guys. If we approach it with the draft.
Well, he just freed up a ton of cap space
Yeah.
too.
I think we have just over 40 mil.
40 mil.
Yeah. I mean,
Howie did his thing, dude. Brought back our boy.
yeah, he was great
Gave
with
him
the
security blanket. Dallas
Yeah.
Goedert. That's a big
Dude,
move.
Great move. I'm not saying it wasn't a good move or anything. I'm glad he's back. I think it brings familiarity.
Familiarity.
Yeah, back to the
Good job,
team, the chemistry and all that. Great for leadership, right? All that. But I still think we get the young bull in the draft, and Goddard mentors him. Who knows? Maybe he signs another 1 year deal with us.
You just like the big, flashy.
You have too many things to address in the draft, and
But
tight
even-
end's
okay,
not one of them.
But
Something to hope for.
But what I
it's not
wanted to
gonna
say to your point, yes, like a lot of mouths to feed on the offense, right? Like we had two 1A, 1B receivers, right? Going over 1,000 yards. You got Saquon, who's got to get his. He went over 1,000. So, but Goddard's numbers, like they don't get much better throughout his career. Before those guys came, that's what he did. Other than the touchdowns,
happen.
he's
the
your
security
500-600 yard receiving tight end. Like he's never going to be top. He's never going to be top 3 or top 4. I'm not saying he can't, but in this offense,
Top 8.
sure, but I mean,
Top
unless you're the top 2 or top 3, does it matter?
Top
They're all the
7.
same. After those top 2,
That's
top
all
3,
we need.
yeah.
It's top 6.
But why not get, someone that's young, more athletic, and you can do more with?
It's top 5.
And it's
He's
cheap.
top 5 tight end, right? 4?
Maybe 4 or 5.
3?
I don't know. Kenyon Sadiq is not coming to the Eagles. Yeah.
I sure hope
Something
he
to hope for,
does.
but-
I sure hope he does.
So let's go to the draft, right? Let's shift gears with the 2026 NFL draft right around the corner, and we're really going to dig into this one. We always hear it. Howie Roseman is one of the best GMs in football. He is. But today, we're not just going off recent success. We're looking at the full draft history. Howie's been with the Eagles since 2000, became the GM in 2010. So let's run through the notable picks year by year, right? So you guys have all these picks, right?
Yep.
See them on the screen.
Yeah, I see him.
So you go to 2010, we got Brandon Graham, Nate Allen, Danny Watkins, Deion Lewis, Jason Kelsey in 2011, Fletcher Cox 2012. All these like picks that are here. You guys have any? All right, Steve, you do the show, right?
Yeah.
What stands out for you? Like, what made you want to do this? What made you want to call out Howie for not being as great as he is?
So I think he is a great GM. However, I think when you really the moves he's made over the last couple of years have been phenomenal, right? But like, I feel like if we really sit down and break it down, Izzy is good, right? Like he doesn't miss. Let Howie be Howie. Let him do his thing. Well, let Howie be Howie for the last 3 years. Yeah, that Howie's amazing. But let's dive back down, right? That 2010 when we drafted Brandon Graham,
Eagles great.
your boy,
Brandon
right?
Graham.
Brandon Graham, who just announced he's coming back for another year.
Great.
Yeah.
We'll take him.
So we took Brandon Graham that 2010. You know who's the next two picks that we needed? And there was rumors about us getting them. Next pick, Earl Thomas. The pick after that, Jason Pierre-Paul. You still want Brandon Graham?
Well, hindsight 2020, dude.
I'm just saying. You still want Brandon Graham?
Not over those
So what,
two.
did Howie hit on that?
Yeah, he still hit.
Yeah.
Hit?
In the first Super Bowl, who
Eagles
stripped
great.
Brady?
Stop. It wasn't game winner. Wasn't a game winner strip.
In Howie, we trust.
Dude, but look at Jason Kelsey in 2011, Fletcher Cox. I like Michael Kendricks. I
He was
liked
good.
him. Vinny Curry and then Nick Foles. Nick
They're all
Foles?
Nick Foles is backup, but
So that
He
2011.
won a
Eagles
fucking
great.
Super Bowl.
So what? That 2011, Danny Watkins, Deion Lewis in the 5th, Jason Kelsey in the 6th. Now, dude, that Jason Kelsey in the 6th, no one saw. I mean, he's coming in from a smaller school, Cincinnati, undersized center. You know, we took a gamble on that. It worked out. No one's going to beat you up over a 6th-round pick. Jason Kelsey's a legend in the city.
Dude, how many teams pick?
He's a future Hall of
How
Famer.
many teams get quality starters every draft? Like, how many teams get more than like 2 or 3 quality starters out of every draft?
I think
They
majority
can't be a high rate of success.
in the first round, probably not. I would say you're more likely to hit in those 3, 4, 5 range.
I'm saying, what is the average?
Oh, I don't know.
Like,
yeah, who knows?
you think you're getting like 2 like starters?
Well, so when I was doing this too, it's like, you know, you look at the picks we had, and we didn't really have too many early picks, right? Because we've kind of been successful, right? Making the playoffs, having deep runs. So like our picks weren't the best,
Yeah.
right? Like meaning, like we didn't have any really early picks until like 2016, right? When we took Carson Wentz 3rd or 2nd overall, whatever. So like, you kind of have to gauge, but it's also too, if we're picking 15 other teams missed on, so it's not just Howie, right? Like so many other teams missed on players too, potentially.
We won in 2018, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that like.
But
from
majority of that
2018
team, did we
on-
draft them, or was that a free agency team? That
It
was a
doesn't.
free.
Well, it doesn't.
How we did
but
both,
that doesn't
though.
matter.
Where
It's
do you
his-
build a
it's his
championship
hand on
team,
it.
though? You're right. He made those moves. I'm not discrediting it, but I think, to my point, I think Howie specifically, and I'm sure he's not the only one. I'm sure there's plenty of other GMs. You overvalue these picks, your
No,
first,
no, no,
second,
no, no.
third rounds.
No. How can you say that if you just said that like he gets rid of them? Didn't you say that?
No.
All right. Well, then I'm wrong. Well, can we scroll up a little bit from 2013 to 2013?
No, as
No.
of late,
I mean the other way.
he's done great in the
Thank you, Noah.
drafts as of 2020.
So look at 2013. Lane Johnson, Zach Ertz, Benny Logan.
Nah, there was a lot of
That's.
them.
Can you say that's a hit year?
No, so I have that as a good year, but hold on, let's back it up to 2011, right? That 2011 draft, you're happy with that,
No.
right? Because the next few picks after that, Cameron Jordan, Muhammad Wilkerson, and Cameron Hayward.
Yeah, that was bad. But weren't they high on Jordan?
Who?
Cameron Jordan?
I thought so. I mean, he went after Danny Watkins. I mean, who the heck is Danny Watkins?
He's a firefighter.
He's a
Yeah, I
hero.
think he came from. Yeah, I think he was like the firefighter's
Be nice.
dad or whatever.
I don't know. But as of late, Howie has done a lot better in the drafts consistently. I think 2020 was the first year.
2015
that
doesn't count. Chip Kelly year.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. I screamed when we drafted Devonta Smith. I remember that. That was the only draft pick I
I think
ever
that
screamed
started.
about.
I think that started him coming back to like reality, right?
But that's not all that Howie does.
Yeah, dude. Howie broke a lot of Howie's a business guy.
Absolutely.
And the thing I learned about being I'm a little bit of a business guy, and the thing I learned about business is learn the rules and then figure out how to work around the rules, right? Howie cracked the code on the salary cap. He's giving guys contracts. I'm just making a number up, but he'll give a guy a contract for $1 million that hits the cap, and then the signing bonus is $25 million. And then it's it doesn't hit against the cap, so you can keep doing stuff like that. He also values assets, and the more assets you have puts you in a position to be more successful in any industry. And Howie is terrific at doing that. He's terrific at acquiring assets, whether it's through free agency and players, whether it's saving money through ditching salary cap, waste, right, working around the cap, or it's acquiring draft picks. The guy has so many draft picks. What were we talking about the other day? It's he has 2 3s, or
I think he has 9 and
yeah, he has 9 draft picks this trade.
But we're not going to do anything with them.
Well, no, you can. Recent.
Yeah, we'll trade for some 6-round practice squad player or whatever. But I mean,
no, you
yet to
use
be
those
determined,
draft picks.
bro.
Got you AJ Brown.
No, we
It's-
traded our first. We gave up our first.
It's it's something.
So
but
it's
we still
different
had
if you're
other draft
acquiring
picks.
first or in second rounds. You're acquiring these later rounds, and it's
No, you're
yeah, they don't really have that much
using these-
value. But
you're using these assets to
wanna
go
call
get
them
other
assets.
players.
I want to call those picks
Dude,
assets.
they're still assets.
I guess.
Something's better
Sure.
than
I guess, but that's why I wanted to break it down.
Will we
because-
hit on all those? Probably not. And did Howie have some giant misses? For sure.
I think he's 50-50. Everyone acts like he shoots and he doesn't miss, and I'm saying he's at least 50%. As of late, he's been on the up and up.
I'm saying you're learning a job like that.
I mean, the guy drafted
You have to
Jaylen
figure out a
Reagor.
system. You need a buffer.
Before he became the GM, he worked his way up from being an intern and everything, and he was he took over the salary cap a few years right before becoming a GM, and I think that was huge, right? Because he is a genius when it comes to salary cap, making the necessary moves, even though they hurt us. Or sometimes they hurt us, right? Because we get rid of a big player, or we don't bring back the big player because it's going to cost too much, or he does something where he can re-sign someone before a certain date, and it opens up $20 million, whatever
That's
it may
what just
be.
happened, yeah.
Exactly,
Dallas
right?
Goedert.
So same thing with Jordan Davis,
Mhm.
right? So I think he's a genius when it comes to the numbers, but when we're talking about an eye for talent and picking the correct players, there was a time.
He wasn't that great.
He wasn't.
I agree.
So I think that 2012 and 2013, I'm fine with, right? Fletcher Cox.
Can we scroll up a little bit more, please, on the draft?
That 2012, 2013,
It is
he you won. What?
fucking huge. Let's go. So 2013, Lane Johnson, Zach Ertz, Benny Logan. Hit or miss.
I think you hit. I'm happy with that one.
2014, this is a shit show. Marcus Smith, Jordan Matthews, Josh Huff. Miss?
Yeah, because after or right before or when we took Marcus Smith, Jimmy Ward went off. Safety Jimmy
2015,
Ward.
that's the Chip Kelly draft,
Yeah,
right?
that don't count. Yeah.
Then 2016, we got Carson Wentz, Isaac Seumalo.
See, this one is in hindsight to me, right? I wasn't big on Carson Wentz when we got him.
He was money until he got hurt, dude.
He did
He
have
was money.
He was absolutely on fire.
dude. He really did, and that's
He was
why it's
electric.
this. This why in this one you have to be happy with it, right? Because at that point we needed the quarterback. I just didn't like what I'm gonna get crushed. I didn't like how much we gave up for him when a year or two prior when we had Chip Kelly, it was the same trade but for Marcus Mariota.
Mm-hmm.
And Philly shut it down. I think Howie or whoever had Jeffrey Lurie shut it down. And then 2 years later, we do it for this guy named Carson Wentz who comes out of South Dakota State. Didn't really know much about him. He didn't even have
One
big
of the
games.
Dakotas.
Now again, he did have a brilliant year up until injury.
I think you're going to get a lot of shit for this topic because this guy, Howie, is money. He got us. What team gets you 2 Super Bowls in span.
He's great in every other aspect. In the draft, though, when we're specifically talking about draft, I don't think he's as good as everyone. I think you're blinded by the last few years. In the last few years, he's been terrific.
Let's say,
but since he's taken over, he's had 15 years. Like he's had 15 years of like drafting or something like that.
Big misses. He drafted Jaylen Reagor.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah, let's go. Well, let's go up to it. So 2017, Derek Barnett, Sidney Jones, and Rasul Douglas.
Yeah, right. That 20. Yeah.
Everyone liked that draft though.
Josh Sweat was good,
I guess. I mean, Sidney Jones. I remember him coming out. He would have been a first-round pick, but he had knee issues out of Washington. So we gambled on that, but I guess in the second round, I mean, I would say Rasul Douglas, panned out better just because, he's so relevant.
Barnett was a bust.
Where's he at? Is he still here?
I don't even think he's in the league anymore.
No, he was actually.
Where was he? Okay, but he was
I think he just played in the Super Bowl.
Let's go up to.
Did he play?
Yeah, but here's that 2017, right? As soon as we took Derek Barnett, Marlon Humphrey, cornerback for the Ravens, D tackle Jonathan Allen, Jabril Peppers, Tre'Davious White, T.J. Watt, and Reuben Foster.
And we picked him.
Yeah,
that's pretty bad.
Those were all first-round picks.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter?
T.J. Watt.
Could you imagine any of those players? Any of those players? Could you imagine Fletcher Cox and Jonathan Allen? Or Jabril Peppers and Malcolm Jenkins?
Every team.
Or Marlon Humphrey?
They're all great.
Every team can have this debate. Every single team about like players we should have gotten.
Maybe, but when we're sitting here saying that Howie is this god, which again, in some categories he is, I'm talking draft specifically. Let's look at it. Is he as good? I think when you say, or when we really break it down, he's average, man.
Well, let's go to 2018. So Dallas Goedert, Avonte Maddox, Josh Sweat, Jordan Mailata. That's a fucking hit.
Yeah,
that's an absolute hit.
And that Jordan Mailata, we got that in that
Jordan Mailata.
What's that draft called?
I don't know. He's from Australia.
So there's a separate something
compensatory.
It's similar to that. It's something with like these international players that want to come over and learn ball. They go into your program and they're not eligible for this specific draft for like a couple of years.
Yeah.
So the fact that we pulled him, so we had dibs on him and we put him through our camps or whatever for like 2 years to get him to like learn it. I mean, dude, that's.
I wish there was a draft. I wish there was a draft that took 42-year-old bald jacked monsters over to another country, and I just did something. I don't even know what it is. Something.
But yes, I think 2018 he hit.
We'll find you something.
And this is where I think this is where he kind of starts to turn the table.
Oh no!
Because I do believe in 2018 we didn't have a first-round pick, so we didn't draft till the second round. And that's when we took both Dallas Goedert. I mean, Avonte Maddox. He had a couple good years with us being a nickelback.
That's a solid fourth-round pick.
Oh yeah, with Joshua. Yeah. No, overall for not having a first-round pick, yeah, absolutely. 2018,
Jordan Mailata, dude, 7th round,
dude.
He's like one of the best tackles in the league. He was a rugby player.
You think that's like
came over, changed his game?
I had no idea what American football was.
No idea.
Well. We talk about that with Embiid. Embiid didn't play basketball until he was in high school, right?
I mean, that's crazy too. I mean, that just goes to show you how freak athletic these guys are, and not to mention he's a guard, tackle.
No, tackle. Mailata is a tackle or left tackle,
like the hardest position on the line.
Yeah,
and to be a dominant. I mean, he's got to be a future Hall of Famer, I would imagine.
Yeah, he's one of the best for sure.
All right, let's go. If we could scroll up, let's look at 2019.
This one's pretty.
Andre
bad.
Dillard, Miles Sanders, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside.
Ooh.
So this is where it gets goofy, right? Because as soon as we took Andre Dillard out of Washington, the offensive lineman, Titus Howard went. Running back Josh Jacobs went. D-end Montez Sweat. We missed on. We took Arcega-Whiteside in the second round.
That was a terrible.
Last pick of the second round, DK Metcalf. After that, in the third round, Terry McLaurin, Deontay Johnson. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
How do you miss completely?
I remember that.
Not to mention when we take Jalen Reagor, like you remember that? That was a COVID draft. They went right to the Vikings, had the next pick, and they cheered.
They cheered, yeah. They were
like, how do you miss?
Well, let's talk about it. 2020, Jalen Reagor, and then that second pick is the one and only, your favorite player, especially Stevie G's favorite player and possible crush,
My man.
Jalen Hurts. Pick, win?
Jalen Reagor over Justin Jefferson.
Are you saying, no, is that draft a hit or miss? You got your quarterback,
That's a miss.
even when you got your franchise quarterback?
Doesn't matter. You pick Jalen Reagor
You
over
have
Justin
to-
Jefferson.
Yeah, but you got a quarterback that won you 2 Super Bowls. Or one
That
Super
was a
Bowl.
steal, but
You
Took you
have
to
to-
2, got you 1.
So that draft, again, if you put yourself back in 2020 and we went Jalen Reagor, right? I mean, that was like crazy. The fact that we're going to miss.
he's not even in the league.
Yeah, on Justin Jefferson. And then soon after that, Brandon Ayuk went. And then linebacker Patrick Queen, right? And you have to remember in 2020, we weren't looking at quarterbacks, right? Because we had just signed Carson Wentz at that $100 million. We got rid of Foles. Finally, we got rid of Foles, and we're like, yo, here we go, right? Here are the keys back to the kingdom, Carson. We're done playing games with you. And then the second round, no one saw this coming.
No.
No one. There's not one fan.
No one did. But hey,
I get if you
I
take
was
a quarterback
pissed.
in the 3rd, 4th, or 5th round to back up, because at least it's like the quarterback can be like, all right, we got to back up. He's the 3rd, 4th rounder. Okay, I get it. But
do you know how many teams would want a quarterback like Jalen to run their offense? You know how hard it is to get a franchise quarterback? Is that your quarterback?
Yeah.
Is that your quarterback?
yeah,
You got a franchise quarterback in the 2nd round of a draft. You won.
This is a pick
You
of the
won
draft.
that draft no matter
could you
what.
imagine if that 2020 said Justin Jefferson,
Well, yes.
Jalen Hurts?
Then you got to
Dude.
say it's a wash then. You can't say it's a fail. You got to say it's a wash.
I'm saying it's a fail just because that first pick, because you have to remember in 2020, we were not thinking quarterback. So Jalen Hurts, I don't care if it's Joe Burrow or whoever was there, you're not thinking.
How do you no. You as a fan are not thinking. Howie was thinking it because he drafted the guy in the 2nd round.
So obviously, right, because they know more than us, right? Because they're actually on the inside. That's why, like, a lot of the media bullshit you hear, it's all bullshit. So obviously they know, so they saw something. So I'm not arguing the 2nd round. That 1st round pick doesn't affect the 2nd.
Okay.
They were going off these guys' attitude.
And again,
no. The
hindsight
first round pick
looking
doesn't-
back, was the 2020 a bust because we did take Jalen Hurts in the 2nd? Probably not, just because he won a Super Bowl. He brought us to 2.
So then you say then it's got to be a wash. It can't be. Listen, if they got both of those guys, that's a superb, perfect draft. If they didn't get either of those
All
guys,
right, that one's
it's
got
a failed draft. So you
That's
go
got
in the
an
middle.
asterisk.
That's
Okay.
true.
But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, could you imagine that said Justin Jefferson, Jalen Hurts?
They were going off these guys' attitudes. They drafted J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. I remember. They said he was smart. He had all these intangibles.
Big
And they
receiver, physical.
They drafted him over DK Metcalf, who is a unit.
Yeah.
I don't understand how, when you look at DK Metcalf, you can pick someone over him. He was so fast in the 40. He did all the
Guy's built like T.O.
combine stuff better than anybody.
Yeah.
And then you go and draft this guy nobody's ever heard of, really. I didn't at the point.
And the thing is, too, why it's like a bust, because the players that they're drafting don't last on the team. The ones that they missed on have been on that same team.
Again, I don't know.
Dude, when I
any
saw
team that
Or a
can't make this
blockbuster
argument.
trade, or like a big time free agency signing, so they're not on the team that still drafted them. But I'm talking like, how do you miss with Terry McLaurin,
All right.
Brandon
Let's-
Ayuk?
when I
Let's
saw
go-
Jalen Reagor on the team, like the first couple games, he wasn't even trying.
No.
Well,
I
apparently,
was
too,
screaming at the
reports
TV.
came out that soon after he was drafted, his best friend from childhood passed away. He was dealing with a lot mentally, and he had
Oh,
some
he had mental health
So
problems.
like he had some off the field issues, like personal things going on. So it was hard for him to lock in.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like there was some, but still, regardless, even if that didn't happen,
Still, to pick him over Justin Jefferson is
is
wild.
absolutely.
Let's go. Speaking of wide receivers, we'll go to 2021, right? Devonta Smith, Landon Dickerson, Milton Williams. I never even heard of that guy. And then Kenny Gainwell.
This is where he turns it around.
Yeah, this is an
I
absolute
screamed.
knockout. I was surprised that Devontae came to us because it was him and Parsons, and I feel like the fans were torn.
Mhm.
It was either they wanted defensive guys or
He won
defensive
the
ends.
Heisman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just got As
First
we all know,
receiver outside
got
of
a
the
little
quarterback
boy
in
body.
years.
He's big in that little
He's got
boy
that
body,
little
dude.
petite boy
but
body.
he's one of 2 or 3 players to have a national championship, a Heisman, and a Super Bowl.
Not discounting his talent, just his physique.
But it's crazy how durable he is, ain't it? Because obviously, like the eye test, right? That's the first thing you think about. Is like, yo, he's a hit away from being done. But like, dude, since he's been in the league, he's taken some licks.
He's in the league.
Oh, yeah.
He's in the league when hitters like Dawkins, Palomalo are in the league.
He's still
He
getting
gonna live?
hit.
He gonna play?
I think so.
Fuck out of here.
He's still getting hit, man. He's still getting
Dude,
hit.
he's a beast.
Look at Deshaun Jackson. He made it through that era. A majority of
He's
his
tiny.
injuries came from speed, pulling his
Fair enough.
hamstring. And he was taking some licks.
All right, give me credit. Give me credit.
So wide receiver 1 coming up
So
this
hold
year.
on,
let's.
But yeah, he absolutely knocked 2021 out the park. But you never heard of Milton Williams?
No,
Oh,
dude,
he
I
was
heard of
great.
Milton Bradley, dude.
So you know last season, so he was a big part of that 2022 Super Bowl. That Super Bowl run. No, wait. He didn't win in 24. He did win in 24.
Who are you talking about?
Milton Williams, he was a key part to that 2024 Super Bowl.
Where's he at?
Patriots.
Hmm.
He signed that following year with the Patriots the highest.
Big money.
The biggest contract in Patriots history. Like a 3 or 4 year, $94 million joint.
Wow.
In Patriots
great.
history. And they had some dogs on that team between Tom Brady, Randy Moss, Edelman, the legendary defenses with Ty Law,
Yeah.
That was a
Eddie
big,
Bruschi.
big draft.
All right, let's go to 2022. Jordan Davis, Cam Jurgens, Nakobe Dean.
Another great one.
That's
That's a good one.
spot on, right?
Hit it out of the park, dude.
Then 2023, Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, Tyler Steen, Sidney Brown.
That was a good one.
That's a good one. Sidney
Again, but
Brown's
these
in it,
ones are two. They're good. I'm not saying, but they
Yeah,
are a little
turn it around.
premature. It's a little premature. But yes, they are good.
Turned it all the way around.
Then you got Quinion, Cooper, Hunt, and Will Shipley 2024.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that we were able
Home
to
run
take
after home run.
Cooper in the second, I was like so nervous that other teams were going to take him. And then I remember when they announced his
Tate
name.
DeBella twin. Proud of him.
Not anymore.
They broke up?
Like weeks ago, like before the Super Bowl, he was caught. TMZ caught him leaving the Super Bowl party with a different female.
Ooh.
So I don't know.
Plot
Cooper DeJean.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
All right, well, how about 2025? Jahad Campbell, Andrew Makuba, Ty Robinson.
We have yet to see, honestly. It's a little early.
But as of right now, today, he hit on that or no?
I can't say.
No.
I can't say.
If I could go back and redo this draft, I would. I would take Carson Schwigninger,
Who?
the linebacker for the Browns. He went in the first round right after, or
It's too
early
early for
second.
these
He went
guys,
2
man.
picks after. He went like first 2 picks of the second round behind Jahad Campbell, and then I would have gone wide receiver Luther Burden, the third.
We'll see.
But yes, it is early. I do like the Andrew
Well, let's wrap it up
Kuba
with
pick. I do like
Stevie
that.
G. Stevie the G.
What up?
Howie Roseman.
The
Hit or miss with drafts.
He has had some bad drafts in the past, but like I said earlier,
Would you
Howie
say he's
Roseman-
50-50? Or is he better than that?
in his 15th year, sure, I'd say he's 50-50. But in the last 5 years, he has hit it out of the park consistently. So having a value on these draft picks is important, and he's going to do his thing with the salary cap and the assets that he has to acquire talent. And that's what we need.
Stephen Brown.
I'm kind of proud of that. I'm kind of proud of that response, huh? How about it?
You're almost as good tonight as you are on
Stevie
Arc Raiders,
the G.
brother.
How about it?
Stevie the G.
Coming along, dude.
How about
Coming
it?
in my own.
Stevie, what's your last? How do you spell your last name? Just G or G-E-E?
Just cheap.
It's actually GOO. Those are silent.
Goo?
Yeah, goo.
All right, Steve Brown, what do you think about the Howie
Listen,
thing?
I love Howie. I'm glad he's our GM, right? I think he's remarkable with the salary cap and everything he does. But when it comes to the draft, he makes me nervous. Just don't know. As of late, he's been knocking him out the park. I hope he keeps that trending in the right, keeps trending in that direction. But, come draft day, I still get nervous that,
All right,
he might trade away that pick and we're out of that round, or, jump on somebody a little bit early. But
on him.
He's going to use these draft
Here's my
picks in the
final
draft.
thought, and this is coming from a true
Straight up.
scholar of logic. You're fucking out of your mind, dude, that even start this shit. We just went through all his draft picks. There was 3 bad draft years in what was that, 15 years? Every single team can make the argument that they could have got a guy that was great. That's some Monday morning quarterback shit. They even made the term Monday morning quarterback shit about football, right? Get the fuck out of here. Everything
it's
about
funny how
Howie,
you can have.
if he's struggling on the cap, he's still acquired talent through free agency, and we're not in any cap issues. We've never been in any cap issues. Everything he's doing, leave him the fuck alone and don't give him any criticism because he's winning. He's winning for us.
It's crazy how he can say this, right, about Howie. But when it comes to our boy Jalen Hurts, when we pull up the stats, it's clean all the way through. He's consistently winning. He's consistently doing it.
He is.
But
Yeah.
yet, there's
Okay.
no faith behind him, right?
No
He's
faith.
not his quarterback.
No, let me tell
But
you why.
Howie's his GM
He's
after
my-
we just
No, no,
pointed
no.
out.
Said he's
No.
average.
Yeah.
No.
Right?
He's my quarterback. I'm allowed to give criticisms, and that's what makes me a fan. I'm
But
not
you're
some blind shit.
criticized. But you'll criticize.
No.
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 But you'll criticize Jalen Hurts
No.
more for his success,
Touch me.
right? Then we just pointed out where Howie can fall short and has consistently fell short, right? But he's
you
untouchable.
defend him.
He's a god.
Who
Why is
drafted?
that?
Who drafted your boy?
Dougie P.
Howie did, and Howie surrounded that quarterback with all of that talent. Right? He's done his job.
He has
Has Jalen
crushed
done
it
his
the
job?
last few years.
Listen, everyone has. You'll
No,
you'll
answer
play a
that
part.
question. Has Jalen does his job? Yes or no?
Dude.
Yes or no?
Here's the deal.
Yes or no?
Here's the deal.
Yes or no?
Here's the deal.
This guy.
Here's the deal.
You're a fucking problem.
Can people be
You're a
average?
problem.
Can people do an average job? An average
What do you
amount
mean?
of
You're
work?
average at
he's
his
average.
job.
He's
Than
average.
Jalen.
He's average. He's
Dude,
average.
he's
Jesus
great.
Christ.
He's top 5. We've
All
done
right.
this over and over
Bill,
again.
so shout out to you.
Anyway.
Appreciate you watching. Yes, the hits of the yes, correct, dude. The hits back in the day are nothing like it. I miss those hits. I hate these new rule changes where they protect the quarterback. I wish it would just go out and just wreck people. And yes, just win, baby, Al Davis.
All right, guys, let's get into the next topic, and it's baseball. Let's talk about what's going on with the Phillies right now. And truth be told, we wrote these notes a couple days ago, and things have happened. We know that Bryce hit that home run in the baseball classic. We know that Garcia's hit 2 home runs. It's gone 4 for 4 the past couple days. So just bear with us, please. Criticize us all you want. Who cares? Because Alec Boehm is going absolutely nuclear this spring. He's hitting 375 with 3 home runs and a 1.200 plus OPS. So I'm going blind. He looks locked in. This might actually be the breakout we've been waiting for. But then you look around the rest of the lineup, right? Bryce Harper is struggling in the World Baseball Classic. It's over. I know. He's hitting 200 with no power. He just hit a home run. Garcia is off to a slow and consistent start to spring. The guy killed it the past 2 games. And even Schwarber, while not bad, is just kind of average so far. So he's hitting 200 with a homer. Shocker. That's what he does. So now now it flips the script a little bit. Is Boehm about to become one of the most important bats in this lineup, or are we overreacting to spring training while the proven guys are just getting loose? Steve.
I think it's 50-50, right? Because it's not like the preseason where literally in football, none of the starters really play. They might get a series or two in that last game or that first game just to kind of get loose. These guys, even though they're not playing every day, they do play, right? And they're out there. I don't look too much into it, but I think with baseball and the movements and everything, it probably takes a little bit more for pitchers to get going, hitters to get going. You got to get your eye contact, all that stuff back.
Painter
right?
looks like an absolute stud.
Who?
Painter.
He does. He does look good. I mean, those are the things you want to see, right? So, when you see a guy like Bryce, even though it's spring training, or your power guys, your Schwarbers, your big name guys struggle. I think it is a little bit more concerning as it would. I'm a little bit more concerned there than I would be with a Eagles preseason game.
Yeah.
right? That's why I always say with the first like 2 or 3 weeks of the regular season, whether it's the Birds or any team, they're just shaking the rust off. You give them a couple weeks. Here, these guys have a full month to get into shape, right, and get their timing down and everything.
Schwarber and Harper were playing important baseball.
That brings me
and they
next
weren't excelling.
Mm-hmm.
Harper,
What's going on with him?
He came into that championship game in the World Baseball Classic, batting 1.167.
yeah, there was a lot of things
And then
about
that bottom of the
potential.
8th inning, or that 8th inning comes around. We're down 2-0. You know, we're playing Arc. When I was keeping you updated, I was watching it, and it's funny because I texted my buddy about it, and I was like, "Oh, here we go! Can't believe we're about to lose this." And I was like, "Here's Harper batting 167." And as soon as I hit sent, he absolutely nukes it. And it's just like, it's like stuff like that. So like, does that wipe away?
No.
Right? Like,
doesn't.
These are the potential 3-4 hitters in the lineup for your Philadelphia Phillies.
yeah.
He's the most
Schwarber
paid
just
on
signed
the
that
team.
huge deal. The guy's doing what he's supposed to be. He's hitting 200 with a homer. Awesome. Trash. Schwarber sucks. Let me tell you, he doesn't
He
suck.
does not suck.
This
Garcia's
guy's-
starting to catch on, but who's throwing to him? All the important guys were in the World Baseball Classic. Who's pitching to this guy? Joey the fucking plumber. And Mikey the garbage can man. That's who's pitching to this dude. He's hitting bombs. I think he's going to pop on a urinalysis. I look at those biceps from this year to last year.
absolutely yoked.
Dude, he's Trenedict Arnold.
Dude, he might be getting a test coming up shortly.
I think he should, and I think if he fails, give him a little more.
Yeah,
What are you
right.
gonna do, dude? Give him some
Milquetoast,
peptides.
You guys are
I'm
crazy
torn with you. Overreacting to spring training is an annual tradition. Yeah, I know, but again, I'm a little bit more critical just because of the length and of the sport. It's probably going to take you a little bit longer.
Well, if we're gonna say that
But-
people look good like Bohm, right, and like I just said about Painter, and you got to be able to be critical of players that are
But
struggling
Bohm
as
isn't-
well.
But it's different for Bohm because, like, Bohm isn't playing meaningful baseball,
Right.
right? Schwarber and Harper are.
This happens every year.
Yeah, but not the World Baseball Classic. Like, that's real. Like, people were saying, is it bigger than the World Series?
No, that was Stan, not Stan.
I forget.
The Yankee, tall guy, big boy.
No.
Used to be a
Judge?
yes. He said it.
Oh, you want to talk about someone who absolutely dropped it?
Yeah.
That boy freezes.
They're making memes about him.
He is. I actually, and again,
He wants to be a Phillies.
I wasn't paying attention to him during any of this, but in that final game, some of those strikeouts that he got caught looking, he just looked lost in the box from his facial
because he got the
expression
best
and
of the
everything.
best.
Yeah, but you're the best of the best. You're batting third, dude. Like you're getting.
Supposed to be in spring training.
Not in Venezuela, baby. Not in PR.
But like to their credit though, it wasn't like that roster lit it up,
By the way, isn't
which is
Never
a little
mind,
bit
okay.
more disappointing. Because it's funny how like those warm up games they have before they enter, they're playing like their first game they're playing the Giants,
yeah.
right? And they beat them like 14-1.
Hmm.
Because like I couldn't name you one Giant player that was out there, right?
You know what? I love that America's not winning everything all the time. Like,
No, it keeps it in.
because
Yeah.
it increases the interest. You know what I mean? Like, if your team's just steamrolling people all the time, you're like, oh,
It's just crazy to see that lineup from 1 to 9, and
I
be
like to see a lot of
who's
their-
going to beat that.
I like to see a lot of their birth certificates. I think a lot of people.
But dude, a lot of these guys on like Venezuela or Dominican or like those European teams. Did I say that correctly?
You said European,
Yeah,
and
I'm
where?
tripping. I'm tripping.
for where?
Um,
Wait, what countries?
Yeah, I'm tripping.
What countries, Steve?
Hey. I'm tripping.
South American teams
Yeah,
are
South
European,
American.
bro.
I'm tripping. Okay. I'm tripping.
I was just going to
A
go
lot of these
along
guys
with it.
aren't
Nola,
even.
let me tell you about someone else. Nola is pitching for Italy. Guess
Skechers
what?
boy?
Stay pitching for Italy,
Yeah.
brother. That's where you're
Yep.
successful at.
Yep.
Stay over there.
Yeah.
Don't come
How did
back.
that happen?
Hey.
How
How'd
did
it
you get
co-
on Italy?
Oh, because Team USA was like, hey, you want to pick? What are you wearing on your feet? Yeah, nah, you can go over to Italy with that.
No, they did.
You want to come here?
They got
represent
espresso machines in the
America?
dugout. Like that. No, my God. But that dude, the Phillies' last draft pick. There's a dude that was on the Phillies. Can we give that a Googs?
The last
First
draft pick?
Goedert
Who's
night.
the draft pick that A-Rod called out on Team Italy? Phillies picked him.
Oh yeah.
Said, remember the name.
Yeah.
Dude, we're overreacting to spring training. It happens every single year.
Yes, I'm not like, dude, am I too concerned? No, but like
Phillies-
when you're playing meaningful ball, it's not just spring training. Like if this was just spring training, they're batting.
They're not used to playing in, what is it, March?
I don't know.
They're not used to playing in March.
But if you've been
Bryce
playing
Harper
this,
might have
your
bigger
whole life,
problems, to be honest, because
Just history's shown the last few years with them.
we're going down, down, baby.
Like other than the other night, when he-
Dante Nori.
what position?
He's an
about him?
outfielder.
That's
About
how,
this guy.
this is the pick that A-Rod was telling us to
Remember the name.
remember the
It's
name.
on the Phillies.
Oh.
All right. So, CVG, real quick, before we get in the buy or sell, are you worried? Are you not worried? Are you,
No.
where are you at?
Out of
I'm not
10, where
worried.
you at? Out of 10, 10 being you're worried.
I'm not worried at all. So, like 3, maybe a little bit.
Stephen Brown.
4.5.
I mean, when you're asking this, what are the expectations for this team?
Win a World Series. That's all the expectation is.
Yeah,
That's
that's
why
You
we
think
talk
they're
about
going to win
windows.
the World Series this year?
That's the
We've
expectation.
yeah, that's the expectation. Do I think we're going to? No, because
Phillies are like top 5
every year, and then they're out in the
predicted to win the World
playoffs.
Series.
First round.
The Dodgers
round.
are out there,
we're
but
still
who else in the
projected.
National League?
This roster, we absolutely should. There is no reason why we shouldn't have at least
It's the
one.
same roster that won the division
Yeah.
last year against the Atlanta
I
Braves.
know we
who
won the
were arguably
division,
one of
but
the
it
best
didn't
teams in
matter in the
baseball.
playoffs. Now did it?
No, but I
team-
think
We
that
swept the Dodgers last year too, didn't
but
we?
you improved your bullpen.
But the regular
Did
season
we?
doesn't matter.
Yes, you improved your starting rotation, and if Wheeler comes back, wow, you didn't have Wheeler for like the second half of
expectations
last
improved
year.
the bullpen now.
Yeah, the bullpen's all right.
We got. a
It's
couple
not the
people, I
best
don't know,
bullpen, but it's better than last year.
Better than last year, dude.
because the bullpen was trash last year.
Yeah,
They
I mean,
blew
we're
a lot of
going to have a
games for
full
us.
season
Yeah, you
with a
had the
legit
best-
closer.
You had the best closer theme song entrance
Duran, right?
in baseball.
Duran, yeah.
If anyone loves a good theatrical entrance,
Like if we would have had
me.
Duran mid-season
watch that thing
or like
27
early
times.
on, like 2 months before, I doubt like
Fuego, fuego,
like, we
fuego,
could have
fuego.
been maybe in a better
Fuego.
spot.
Fuego.
Going to your point, yeah, we swept the Dodgers in the regular season, but that doesn't matter once you come to the playoffs.
I know.
We would have beat them too. Controversial pitches here and there could have got them. But let's go in the buy or sell.
Interesting about that before we go. You hear the new you're allowed to challenge the pitch now. You a
Really?
fan of that? Yeah. The catcher the catcher and the batter can challenge. I think it's similar to football where if you win it, you don't lose it, but you get 2.
Oh, you get 2.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So you can challenge the pitch. A catcher
Is
and
Angel
a batter.
Hernandez still an ump? Because he's a problem. He might be a bigger problem than John. Maybe not.
What do
No,
what do
that
you think about
guy's-
that?
Angel Hernandez are challenging.
The challenging.
That might be a future thing, but listen, I don't think you can fully take the human element out of baseball. I think it's one of those
Makes it
things
great.
where the big problem with baseball is
They're not using steroids.
well, yes, but also it's too long. So like people want to shorten the game up,
Or
and
speed it up.
yeah, so
I don't like this.
the pitch the thing where like they can tell the strike zone now and the pitch count, the clock on the pitcher, that makes the game a lot better. But I used to like watching in the middle of the summer, like the Phillies and like the pitcher's taking his time and
Yeah.
he's going back and forth with the runner at first. Like
Or he's got a
I
whole
liked all that
setup.
stuff,
Like what's his
man.
face was like
the ump's outdated.
he would stare like some pitchers would stare them down.
yeah,
It was almost like a basketball player at the free throw line when they had their little routine.
yeah.
Like I remember watching Jason Kidd, he would always like
But-
he did something silly, bounced it like over here before he shot or whatever.
Attention spans are too short though. You gotta TikTok brains.
I
out
will say the
But-
pitch clock.
has
Yeah.
helped.
Yeah, I thought I was against it, but it really hasn't hurt the game as more. I feel like it made it better.
Way better.
I'll say
Yeah.
this. There is no better playoff sport than baseball.
No, I will agree
Playoff-
with that.
What are we talking about?
Let's get.
Wait, you disagree?
I disagree. Yes.
All right.
We'll come back. We'll come
Yeah,
back.
let's.
We'll keep it moving.
So it's time for our favorite segments: buy or sell, rapid fire, no sitting on the fence. You're either in, it says you buy, or if you don't like it, you're out, and that means sell. So let's get into it.
or sell it.
Thank you, Terry. So as of today, buy or sell, Stevie G, Stevie Goo. As of today, Philadelphia Eagles have done enough in free agency to win a Super Bowl.
So I'm going to sell that. I don't think they have. I think we need to acquire at least another piece or two. After the Dallas Goedert deal is done, I believe we save another $20 million in salary cap. So we have now $40 million in salary cap to divvy out, either re-sign maybe Jalen Carter or bring in another free agent or two. I'd like to see them add another safety. So yeah, I'm going to sell that.
All right. I'm flabbergasted
Mm-hmm.
that you.
I couldn't believe you said that.
Yeah,
I
dude.
can't believe you said that.
What about you, Steve Brown?
As of today, yes, I'll buy it. If they didn't make another move, which I still think we need some holes, right? I would love to see a solid offensive lineman, maybe. I'm okay with another secondary guy, whether it's a safety or we address those needs in the draft. But as of today, before the draft, I think
Too many holes on the roster
we can make a run.
right now.
I'm gonna buy
We're
it.
contenders.
I'm gonna buy it because
We'll always be contenders, but
I think the biggest moves in the offseason were the coaching changes. I think that's what the big difference maker is. So for that reason, I'm going to buy it, because if it's essentially a lot of the same team, but you're getting offensive adjustments, and that's what we needed, I'm going to buy.
that
I'm going to
wasn't
make
the
them a
question.
contender.
It was free agency. Free agency.
Technically, they're free agents.
They've
We
done enough
signed
in the
them.
free agency to win a Super Bowl. So as they
You can
say,
trade coaches.
they got a coach in free agency.
Yeah,
Stevie
Is free
G.
agency technically coaches?
you can trade. John Gruden was traded. He was part of a trade to get the Bucks acquired him, or no.
See, when I think free agency,
Raiders.
I think
Raiders.
signing
Acquired him.
players.
Yeah, I mean, you typically do, but you could lump. If you're getting a new offensive coordinator, a new head coach.
I want
See, the
somebody
biggest
else.
problem last year wasn't the players; it was the coaching.
I would agree
So
to that.
I don't even care if we brought back the same exact team from last year down to the practice squad guy, but we just switched the offensive coordinator and play caller. We're good.
All right. Here's buy or sell number 2. Stephen Brown. LeBron's longevity is actually hurting his legacy.
I'm buying that. Especially, from day one with LeBron, right? He was the chosen one. He's the king. He's all this and all that. The fact that he's been in the league for 20 years or 20 plus years now, and he's still chasing Jordan. Yeah. And just his antics that he's causing, right? I feel like he's going to be more remembered for the flopping or for, the crying than he is for the actual greatness. And when you look at his greatness, like he showed up in series, like Jordan showed up every day. He didn't pick and choose when he wanted to be a killer. Kobe didn't pick and choose when they wanted to be a killer. AI didn't choose when he wanted to be a killer. Right? Like they were absolute assassins on that court. People feared them. And I feel like Bron, no one feared him.
Yes, they did.
You don't
Yes,
even
they
know.
did.
No, they do not.
You can't. Don't,
Right
No,
now?
they
listen,
do not.
Right now?
No one ever feared Bron, and that's coming from
That's not
players.
true.
Whether it's
When he was
active
on the
players or
Cavs?
recently retired, no one feared. What did he do on the Cavs?
The guy brought him with
Oh,
again. They got Billy the hardware store worker and Marge the fucking flight attendant
What
on
Cavs
the
are we talking
Cavs
about? Young
when
Cavs?
he took them to a
Yeah,
championship.
Young Cavs.
The young Cavs, or we're talking Kyrie
Bron,
when
he was in the
won.
championship, but he wasn't winning.
No.
When
No
he was
one
the only
feared
person
him.
on the team and he brought him to the finals?
Listen, no one feared him. No one feared him like Jordan. No one feared him like Kobe. No one
All right,
feared him.
no one
with
feared him
AI.
like those guys, but you still feared him.
No, you didn't.
Dude, he was an absolute
way.
freak of nature.
You're out of your mind.
Okay, so what are you fearing?
I'm fearing that
'Cause
he
he's
can
not-
score.
Everything.
He's not the best scorer of all time. He's not even in the top 3 scorers of all time. And I know he holds that he is the all-time leading scorer. Those numbers are fudged. How is someone who misses as many games? He's played one
Dude,
season.
he was the best player in the
He's played
league for
one
10 years.
No,
Because
he wasn't.
Yes, he
he's the
was.
highest
No, he
scorer, but also,
hasn't.
he's also missed the most shots because he takes the most shots because he's on teams that
But
he's
he misses
a really
LeBron
good
James,
player at the
too.
beginning of his career.
He's never gotten a scoring title. He's never led the league in scoring. He's never done any of this. How is he the like?
You could still
the
be an
numbers
all-time.
have
You
to
can still be like
fudged.
2 and 3, like throughout the course of your
He's
20-year
won.
career.
He's won. He's the all-time leading scorer, and it's just like
That's
dude,
what I mean.
It's crazy to me.
All right, Stevie the Goo, buy him or sell him.
Goo.
Top one with Bron.
Longevity is hurting him.
Yeah,
So I'm going to sell that also because
I
the
bought it.
Lakers are doing the Lakers are doing well. Austin Reeves is a good player. They got Luka Doncic also. So LeBron, Luka, Austin Reeves, they could win another one. And then
They could win another one. They
It's
haven't
even-
won one.
he's even flirting with MJ.
Are you
So-
out of your fucking mind? He is not.
Flirting with MJ.
He's not flirting with MJ because
He's not even flirting with Kobe.
he's not the guy on his own team anymore.
He's old.
Exactly. That's why you're not flirting
He's
with
still
MJ.
getting
When you're
10 assists
successful,
a
he
game.
took 3 years off in between titles. He won 3 titles, took 3 years off, played minor league baseball, and then went back and won 3 more.
When you have to team up with other players and like you do all this bouncing, he's played on 5 different teams, like, and you have to team up. When you look at the greatest, like when you look at these great players, they didn't do that. They stayed loyal to the team.
So they
They
win another
attracted
one.
talent
He
to
wins
them.
another one this year.
And
His
then-
longevity
no.
is hurting him.
Well, that's your thing. Buy or selling. Your point. Are you buying?
I sold it.
All right. Well, I'm
They're
gonna
gonna
sell.
win.
I'm gonna sell you
The Lakers are
to
gonna
like
win.
another podcast. Like we'll sell you to like Cold Pop or something.
They got to pay a lot, dude.
dude.
Face of the podcast here.
No. Listen, I'm buying this. First of all, LeBron is not Jordan.
Mm-mm.
Jordan is Jordan. That's it. There is no one like him. Kobe was the closest. Those guys are absolute killers. LeBron has all the athletic ability in the world.
Mhm.
He's more athletically gifted than maybe anyone I've ever seen.
Sure.
He gets it. He gets the sport of basketball. But he's not how Jordan was, where Jordan would make up scenarios in his head that like, oh, some guy at a restaurant didn't say hi to me. I'm going to kill him tomorrow on the court. And like, he was so competitive. LeBron's the most gifted athlete. Jordan's the most competitive athlete ever. And I will go with the most competitive guy over the most gifted guy because at the end, the fourth quarter, I'm going with the most competitive guy because he's going to say, give me the ball. Give me the ball.
I mean,
Even then,
LeBron doesn't
he's
have
in
a
the
killer
conversation with MJ.
No, he's not. The longevity, he's flopping all over the court. He's complaining to refs about like being fouled when stuff.
That's the game
when it-
today. It's terrible.
Well, yeah, and it's because of guys like him leading the way. If MJ was in the league right now, you think MJ's doing that?
I don't know.
MJ.
I'll tell you
probably
right
not.
now, he's not.
He was different about it though.
Yeah, I understand. And there's
He would
certain-
complain to the refs, but he would like it was like a quick second, like, yo, you're not going to call that, you're not going to call that, and then he was back. I mean,
if it takes you 20 years to beat a guy that like took 3 years off
But-
from the peak of his career, like when he was at his best, you're not the GOAT.
Dude, I never said he was a GOAT.
He's not even in the conversation with him anymore.
He's not in the conversation. LeBron's not in the conversation with MJ.
LeBron getting the big 3 and doing all that stuff, it took him out because then he was like, listen, I can't do it on my own. I need someone else. Again, LeBron is a Hall of Famer. LeBron is top 10 all time. He's not Jordan. He's not even Kobe.
he's not even Kobe.
Nope.
Even when these guys would like, dude, I remember when the All-Star game actually meant something and the people tried. Like, there's this footage of Kobe calling him out, like, yo, I'm locking you up from full court, and you just see him trying to like get rid of the ball, or the fact that when he would try to attack, Kobe would block it or make him miss it. It's just like, and then you watch even in today's game when he drives to the lane, dude, as big as you are and as strong as you say you are, for you to let these little tic-tac fouls put you on the ground and you're rolling over and like you're in pain.
Now, props to him for preserving his body for so long. Props to him for spending like $1 million a year just to condition himself and to take care of himself, to be at the advanced age that he is and to play at a high level in the NBA. Props to LeBron.
But wouldn't you say he's been holding back a little bit? For someone as big as he is and as dominant as he could be, or as he is apparently,
I don't think well,
Dude,
that's
he's
the
old.
thing That's the thing.
And in today's game, it's not like this is back in Jordan's era or even Kobe's
no, he would
era.
dude, he would. If
He's
he
not
was
getting
back
banged
then,
around.
imagine him playing like Detroit in like Jordan's day.
He
would get
wouldn't
murdered.
survive.
He would quit.
So then how is he so great? Or how is he all this? And it's just like, dude, that's what bothers me so much.
He's great for the generation that he was in. But if you take Jordan and put him in any generation, he's winning all the time. It doesn't matter. That's the difference. The dude's so competitive. Jordan thinks he could play in the NBA right now.
He could.
Yeah. Love him.
He was on the Magic. He was not that great.
Who?
Jordan, when he was old.
On the Magic.
He wasn't on the Magic. He was on the Wizards.
Wizards, whatever.
That's different.
Dude, he still had like a 40-game night, and they gave
Still
him
made the
part of the
All-Star
team, part of the ownership of the team to play on there.
It wasn't the MJ on the Bulls, though.
Okay.
Yeah, he was old as hell.
So what, you're talking about LeBron being old. You're not going to give him the same credit?
I just did. I said congrats for
Because
taking
it's taken
taking
what,
care of
it
your
took-
body.
How long was MJ in the league? 14 years? This guy's coming up is in year 2021 and is still chasing.
Took
him.
longer to get even close to him.
And it's not
He's
even
not
guaranteed
great.
he's going to win. Chances are he's probably not going to. The Lakers aren't all that this year, man.
We'll see.
All right, guys, we got to speed up. So here's another one. Stevie the G. Culture matters more than talent when building a contender.
Culture matters more than talent in building a contender.
Yeah.
That I can go either way, so I'll buy that. Culture's a big thing, especially in Eagles culture. You come into Philly, you got to bring it. The fans will boo you right out of the city. So I'll buy that.
Steven.
Yeah, I was going to buy it. I was really hoping you were going to sell that.
I could have went either way.
No, yeah, I'm going to buy it. I just look back on, some of the more recent, or not even recent, right? Like back in the day teams, that's why it's a team sport. Because, yeah, you could have, you see it more often than not that super teams and everything don't quite figure it out, or it takes them a little bit longer and too much star power. That comes with ego. It comes with all that stuff, and that's toxicity to the team. I think back to early on the Patriots dynasty. That was a complete team. The Giants, that was a team.
Yeah.
Even the Eagles in 2017, that was a team.
Yeah.
Right. Like
Even
we
the
didn't
San
have the
Francisco
best.
Giants.
We didn't have the best of the best out
Beat
there.
us. All right, so
Same thing with the Chiefs. Chiefs didn't have that many stars.
no, we had a franchise quarterback.
But but
You had Andy Reid.
stop.
I'm going to say absolutely talent fades, culture remains, in my opinion. So culture is more important. So I'm buying it. So let's finish up with hot takes. Roll this son of a bitch through. So let's close it out with hot takes. Each of us brings a hot take that might ruffle some feathers, and we debate whether it's bold or just wild. So no safe opinions. Stevie G, what's your hot take tonight?
My hot take tonight is in the NFL, the player safety initiative is total bullshit. They have hindered the game. They need to get rid of targeting. They need to stop calling these weak-ass calls on hitting the quarterback. These guys need to go back to just teeing off on everybody. They get compensated very well to go out there and put their health and safety on the line, just like everybody else in the world, especially like people like me in construction. I'm probably going to end up with cancer when I'm older. I'm not getting compensated anywhere close to
For
these
construction,
guys.
not the 9 packs of cigarettes you smoke a day.
Well, yeah,
dude,
that could help
fucking
too.
boogie board.
Yeah.
Boogie boarding
what
has
do you-
nothing to do with cancer,
Yes, it
John.
does. You're out there in that
Dude.
dirty ass water.
And he's out there in the bay.
Yeah.
The bay.
When the last
catching
time
waves.
a wave came through
No,
the
there-
bay?
yeah, there's
the reason
no
why I
movement in the
boogie
bay.
board in the bay. Okay,
So
let's
you
get
make
this
some waves
straight.
on the jet ski for me, man. I'm trying to get some waves. Like, yeah, dude.
The reason why I bring the boogie board in the bay is because when you get out further, your feet going straight into the mud. It's like 2 feet of just straight mud, and it's gross, and I don't like it. So that's why I float along top on my boogie.
All right.
Right.
So
With
let's,
Anyway, I was
let's finish your
going on my
topic.
hot
Yeah,
take.
yeah.
These guys get compensated millions and millions of dollars to go out there and put their health and safety on the line, and it's been hindering the game. All this stuff about the players can't get healthy, CTE. Dude, if you got to retire at 28 and start a new career, That's what the game is. These guys get paid enough money to go out there and take the hits, take the shots. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. That's my hot take. Get rid of these bubble wrap helmets. We'll put you in one.
Stevie the G. Would you say over time technology advances?
Yeah.
Would you say
Obviously.
would you say we learn more about athletes and how to like fine tune athletes?
Yeah.
Would you say that we learn more about science of how like things impact us?
I know where you're going.
I'm just answering
This
the question,
is part of the
please.
game.
I politely
If
listen.
you get
to
hurt,
I
and
politely
you have to
listen
retire at 28, like Andrew Luck.
But
or whatever.
back then,
That's part of the game.
you had animals, right? But now you have guys that are like finely tuned athletes. We know so much more about nutrition, training, like rehab, recovery. We know about all this stuff way more than we did about like 10, 20 years ago, right? So now you're creating these guys that are already born genetic freaks, and then we're turning them to bigger freaks. Every single hit is like a car wreck.
That's
right?
the game. That is the game. These guys get paid enough money to take those hits.
You know
and
who-
if they can't take them, retire. You should have a good backup on the team. That's roster building. That has nothing to do with this.
You just like throw them to the side.
Dude, they
When
get
they're no
paid
longer of
millions
use
and
for you.
millions of dollars
Like
to
some-
go out there and entertain us.
Like a
They're
whore at 11:01 p.m. after
hindering
you
the
had a
game.
10 to 11 shift with her.
They're hindering the game
Throw
by
her
trying
out.
to protect these guys, and I get it. You got guys with CTE. You got AJ Brown. He like. There's a lot of sad stories about
Antonio
it.
Brown. You said
AB.
AJ. You said Antonio. You mean
Oh, I said
Antonio.
AJ Brown.
Yeah.
I meant Antonio Brown. Sorry, but anyway, you got sad stories that come along with it. But dude, these guys get paid enough money to be professionals and go out there and put their lives on the line like everybody else does. 15 guys fell off a roof today. You don't hear about them. Okay,
No, but they're not. Don't take this the wrong way.
they're
They're
I know.
not professional athletes.
That's why they get paid. That's my hot take, dude.
Milquetoast, I agree with you. The NFL has gotten soft. The CFL hasn't changed some of the rules.
Now in college, that's different. You got to protect the kids.
CFL doesn't have to change rules because nobody talks about the CFL. The NFL
it's
is
not
huge.
relevant. Yeah.
In college, it's different. You got to protect these kids. They aren't getting paid the millions to put their health
They
and
are now.
bodies on the lines. Some of them are, not all of them. So you got to do that for them. But when it comes to the NFL,
Well, no. See, that's where you're wrong. If it's the path to the NFL, are you not accepting the fact that like you're going to get hit hard? You're going to have to do things like hit people hard or take big hits to get recognition so that you can make the NFL? So then you're going to cost yourself possible CTE symptoms. Kids are probably getting CTE in like high school,
they are.
taking head hits.
But I'm just saying.
This is a good one.
I'm saying-
Stevie G, all right.
I said I got a decent
Look
one.
at him. All right, he came in here fired up.
I'm saying you're evil.
Why am I evil?
You're an evil person. You want to throw away the human existence, the human experience, and only
They're
have people.
entertainers. Look at UFC guys. They don't get paid anything.
Are they a
compared to
union?
these
Are
guys.
they a union?
Get him,
How do you
Steve,
know
get
that?
him, get
How do you know that?
What do you mean?
Hell,
Look it up.
Look at Conor McGregor.
Take him.
That's one guy.
Look at
Look at all the
Brock
UFC
Lesnar.
rosters. They don't get paid anything. They're getting kicked in the dome as hard
They
as
don't
you
get
possibly
paid from
could.
UFC. All their money's from endorsement.
They don't get paid shit. Nothing
they a
compared to
union?
these guys. These guys
No,
are professionals.
The NFL is.
They're entertainers. They're huge, strong super athletes. They should be able to take a hit, and if they can't, retire. They got millions of dollars. Go retire. It's fine.
Beat it.
I would
Tell him,
talk.
Stevie G.
No. Listen,
You can't take it.
we talk.
Beat it.
What are you talking about? I'm
No,
right.
Listen,
You're evil.
I have another
Let
one.
me tell you something. If we're talking about we subsidize other leagues in other sports, you should be giving more money to the athletes. The athletes should be getting taken better care of because those owners that are getting billions and the league is moving to a worldwide entity, right? Those players need to be taken care of because they are
That's
the people.
fine.
Hold on. They're putting asses in the seats. They're putting eyes on the television screen. It's those guys that are making those billionaires bigger billionaires, right?
And you
I
don't
agree.
think that you're going to eventually lose your viewers by softening up the game?
Now listen,
No. You have to
they're softening
preserve
it.
You
It's
have
bullshit.
to preserve the guys
You
that are
don't.
making you money.
You don't.
You don't. Because guess what?
The next guy's waiting for
the
his
next
shot.
draft is coming.
Do you imagine the
next-
lawsuits that they've already had to go through and will continue to have to go through?
Bring them up.
Anyway, listen to
look at the
bring 'em up.
WWE. The dude that took the shot in the head that went to Harvard and was working with them.
Yeah.
Just go watch Will Smith's movie.
Hey, you're talking about WWE. We're talking about the NFL.
No, headshots are headshots, and that thing was about headshots.
Listen to this take. So Tua
Chris
Tagovailoa.
Nowitzki, Harvard graduate, started a foundation, started working with the NFL, talking about headshots in sports. He actually went
More
into-
headshots.
Huh?
More.
You want more headshots.
More
You want
headshots.
everyone to think you want to be the smartest guy in the world because you need other people to have a bunch of headshots to be on your level.
That's the only way you become that.
Yeah.
right?
All right, Steve.
Anyway.
Steve Brown, what's your thing real quick? We gotta skedaddle.
All right. I won't say it.
We gotta move along. Steve, say what you're saying. We'll
Okay.
finish with that.
So Tua Tagovailoa, he's been hurt probably the most out of anybody. So his brain disconnects when he gets hit. He has a million concussions. His attitude, he even said in an interview, he said, if I have to die on the field to play football, that's what I'm going to do. And that's the attitude all these players need to have, or just get out of the league. You made millions. It's fine. With that, I'll end my argument.
All right. I mean, fuck. That's terrible.
Tua's an idiot.
You want a guy that you think
but
that's
still.
you think the sport that you love that you're arguing about right now will
I wanna see
still
headhunters.
hold on will still it be the same sport when a guy's dead on the field?
Let the bodies hit the floor.
You're evil. Steve, what's your thing?
I'm
He is
right there
terrible.
with you, Stevie
He
G.
is terrible.
We're the evil brothers tonight, brother. Because I couldn't agree more. These guys get paid handsomely. You know what you're signing up for. I'm all for the NFL updating their equipment, making their helmets better, the pads better, whatever it is. But football is football. You know what it is when you were 5 years old until you're a grown man. If you don't like it, don't play.
That's terrible.
It's not terrible. It's a sport, right? Because to your point, the UFC, the MMA, stuff like that exists, and that's real shit. You want to talk about someone dying? You have a higher chance to die in
Dude,
an
if you
octagon
have-
than on a football field.
No, it's not. If you,
What?
If
You literally
if you
get
have-
pounded in the face by fists.
if you have the technology to take care
You're
of
wearing
people,
bullshit
why would you not do
gloves.
it?
These
It's
guys
not
are suited up with
technology. They're
shoulder
calling-
pads, a mouthpiece, a helmet,
Targeting, they're calling
all that.
terrible calls against a quarterback. Patrick Mahomes getting these
All right.
25-yard penalties for
What's
nothing.
the point of wearing pads if you can't use them? Right? Like, you know what you're signing yourself up for. And I think more players will have that attitude.
Milk toast. I'm here with barbarians. I'm willing to eat people if the world ever goes south, and I think you guys are overkill.
No.
Steve Brown, what's your hot take?
No, you're up, dude. I can't. I'm not done here.
All right, go ahead.
This is crazy. The more soft you make the league, we're gonna lose interest.
Football's never going to be soft, dude. Stop.
It's getting
it's a
soft.
contact sport.
Well,
It's always going to
see-
be. They're not going to go to two-hand touch.
No,
They're
I mean,
tackling.
hopefully not. I don't think they will.
The
But I wouldn't
sport's
be
growing every
surprised.
year. It's not dwindling.
Again, though,
You have to
like,
think of a business person.
again, if you know the job's dangerous and the risks you run, people still have to do the job, right?
Bro, you have to think that they're going to
You
eventually
have
get.
18-year-olds signing their life away
Dude,
to
they're
the
gonna-
military and literally putting their lives on the
You
line, and
can't
that's
compare
okay.
that. These
I'm just
you
saying,
can't
but that's how
compare
it's
that.
treating. Like, dude, the arguments are like, dude, that's how it's treating. And these guys who joined the military aren't getting paid shit. You got guys who are professional athletes playing a sport that's nationally televised and getting paid handsomely by the team, the organization, their sponsors, their endorsements, and all that.
Not everyone that plays is getting paid like that.
But they're still willing to play because they love the sport, they love the game, right? Like, look at, to Stevie G's point, look at the UFC fighters, the MMA guys. They don't get paid shit. Unless you're the Conor McGregors and
That's
whoever you are, right?
No, that's it.
But the reason why they're getting that money is because of sponsors and other shit, because they made a name. But you got
It's
these.
not. They
John
open up
Jones.
their own gym.
Him and John Jones.
Sure, but another source of income, right? But getting your
Yeah,
check from
because
the
of
UFC.
the sport that you're playing.
Yeah, but a lot of these guys are getting paid less than your normal.
They're not getting 40K.
I'm just saying.
No, they really are.
No,
When
they
you
gotta
first
look-
start
Dude,
off,
on a lower level, but on a professional
they're
level,
making
majority of
under
them are not
100K.
doing that.
a lot of people are making under 100K in that sport, and that's the most violent sport
Let's talk
on the
to Eddie
planet.
Alvarez, dude. Northeast Philly's finest, dude. That guy's making plenty of money.
Not
Doesn't even fight
from
in the
the
UFC.
sport.
Yes, he
He's
is.
Not maybe from the gym and the
You
other
take-
shit.
No, you know why? Because you learn financial health, and that's what the NFL started teaching at a class on it, right? Yeah. Thank you, Milk Toast.
Exactly. That I feel like that helps the case. You know what you're signing yourself up for.
All right.
whether you're doing whatever. Like, it's just like
Now, I
football is
believe there should be
football.
more testing. For
Dude,
like
the
CTE.
league is going to lose money if they allow things to happen, if they know technology. 2, second case, right? The league is going worldwide, so don't tell me that they're not planning to put a team in Europe. If you're going to expand the amount of teams in the league, you need talent. You can't just get guys from the CFL. Hold on a second. I let you guys talk. You can't just get talent from like the USFL, the CFL, or like guys that just aren't good enough and then just put them on a squad and be like, oh, it's great. You're going to need talent. You got to preserve the guys that are in the league. And then that way you don't have to fill as many spots of talented players because you're not a barbarian.
But that's where the sport came from, right? Like, let's go back to it. Like these gladiators and everything, they called they're modern day gladiators. Back in the day with Rome and all that, people wanted to see that. People wanted to see
Football
blood.
didn't come from Rome.
I'm just saying, though, it's like pretty much the same thing.
No, it's
The
not.
same idea, just
I
a
would
lot
say
more
UFC
protective.
is not.
Okay, but it's like, yo, you know what you're signing up for, right? Don't sign up if you think it's too violent or you're not happy with it. Why would you go and do a job that you're not happy with or that you don't think is going to or protect you in any
They're
way?
trying to wrap these quarterbacks in bubble
I'm
wrap.
all
It's
for
just- it's
safety
not
and
the sport.
protection.
The
It's not
quarterbacks
the sport,
make
man.
the team's money. That's their cash cow.
Who?
It's the quarterback.
Not necessarily.
They're
no.
hard to. It's hard to get. It's hard to acquire a franchise quarterback. It's hard to keep a franchise quarterback. You pay him. Everyone wants to be the quarterback. It's this. It's one of the most difficult positions in the world.
Yeah.
It's like hockey goalie, quarterback.
Bringing up
Hockey goalie.
hockey,
Yeah.
Quarterback.
bringing up hockey, those guys get smoked 40 miles an hour. No nothing. There ain't no player safety initiative. These guys are losing teeth and
Guaranteed
the dude got his
contracts,
throat
brother.
Cut last
Guaranteed
year
contracts.
with a
There's
fucking
guaranteed contracts in the NFL. You
Come
got to
on.
negotiate them. Well, no, let's hear your hot take. Yours better than mine.
I don't
because We
have
don't have time.
My hot take is no more Thursday night football. Stevie G, I know you're a big fan of let's have football Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
every day.
I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this right now. Why is Christmas so great?
It's one day a year.
Exactly. The less you have of something, the more you want it, the more it intrigues you, and the more you're focused when it's on. My thing, and let's be honest, they kind of abandoned Thursday night football. The talent in the games recently, in the past couple of years, have been subpar. I think you just ditch that. You go back to football on Sundays, one game on Monday, you wrap up the week. Everyone's fucking happy. And it makes the sport better to watch because more people are going to be watching on that day. Not Thursday. No Thursday football.
So I think, I don't like that. But I'm not an everyday football guy. I love football
I
Sundays.
want to see
I
the
think
other
Monday
teams
nights
play.
are
I never
good.
get to watch the other teams
And
play.
Thursday nights, I think that's perfect. Get you ready for the weekend.
Dude, what
However,
do you-
I agree
what-
with you
Yeah.
that over the last few years, these primetime games have been shit. They have to figure that out, right? Like teams get flexed all the time. So if you're flexing certain games, just make sure you flex. Give yourself enough time that if a team is terrible, whether it's due to injury
Flex,
or
baby.
whatever, switch it out. Switch it out. There's no reason for it, but I think 3 days a
Can't-
week,
How much
Perfect.
time do they give to like flex out?
I forget.
Because Thursday to a Sunday really
They
fucks
do it
up
like a week or
preparation.
two before.
It happens all the time.
It happens like a week or two before. It's not like the same week.
CG, what do you think?
I want football every single day of the week because I want to see all the teams play. When they all play at 1 o'clock, I only get to watch one or two games.
That's why
That's what's on cable.
Red Zone's the best.
Yeah, I know Red Zone's the best, but I want to watch the game. If I want to watch, because I'm a better.
Your parents buy you like video game consoles for Christmas and shit?
You always go into these random tangents. I'm talking about
answer the
something,
question?
man.
Answer the question, Stevie the Goo. Did your parents buy you consoles for Christmas?
I got all the consoles, John.
Yeah.
What console you want?
Rich kid. You're spoiled. And that's why you want something all the time because you're not used to someone saying no to
I
you.
definitely am
Here,
spoiled.
Steve, no.
Yeah.
No.
This guy.
No
I
Thursday
bet
night
on the
football
games.
anymore.
I bet on the games. I want to bet
Yeah,
every
dude.
single night because I'm
And see,
absolute degenerate, okay? And I want to watch it. I want to watch the full game, start to finish, because I bet on him.
Every time John goes after Stevie G, it feels like a deposition, dude. He feels like he's in court.
Yeah, no, he goes on his
Yeah.
random shit.
Yo, hold on. Handle 6766. You can't come in here 2 minutes left in the show and start talking your bullshit. All right,
dude,
pal.
you dropped the ball.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
hey,
where you been at?
show up next. Yo, better luck next week, pal. All right, beat it, loser. But yeah, 3 days a week. Monday, Sunday, Thursday. Don't hit me with those bullshit Saturday games towards later in the season or even those bullshit 1 or 2 Friday night games. Nah. 3 days. Perfect.
Here's
Sunday, Monday night, Thursday night. You better hit on those Thursday night games.
And they got
That's
it
it.
perfect. The playoff schedule's perfect. A
Yep.
game on Saturday, a game on Sunday.
Okay, yes.
You get it done in a week.
Yep.
Perfect. You can watch both games. Prime time. Stevie, you're cooked on that one, dude.
Every single day, and players are just getting smoked every single game.
Dude, you're not gonna you're not going
That's
to have
electric,
a lead.
John. You wanted juice in sports. What do you think's going to happen in that?
I absolutely want it, but I'm saying if both parties are on it, it makes the even playing field. And I would still say protect the guys' heads. You're not juicing people's heads, you're juicing their bodies.
But for the record, I just want to make sure you understood in this. When we were talking about the hits in football, I'm all for the technology constantly improving, whether it's the helmet, the technology behind it now. Obviously, today's helmet's better than. I'm all for that. But let's not change the rules and take away what football is.
I'm saying when you look at it from a business perspective, not
coming out of business.
oh, God forbid, the NFL's a business. When you look at it from a business perspective, there's liabilities and there's ways around lawsuits, right? Or ways to not get around lawsuits. And if you see these guys that are like fucked up, the NFL is going to have to pay a lot more money than they're already paying into this thing to get these guys fixed post-career. It's if you continue to do that, you're just tanking the league. They're not going to be able to afford it eventually. You're going to be like ice skating uphill.
I disagree.
Maybe. I don't know.
All right, so let's roll. Let's wrap it up for tonight. Stevie G, first and foremost, best show you ever did, buddy. Proud of you.
John, I appreciate
that
it.
was
Game right.
Yeah, that was good.
Can you download World War Z so we can play it on PS5?
Sure.
Thanks, dude. Do you want to tell people where to find you?
Stevie G 55 on Instagram. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video. John always likes when I say that.
Look at him.
Steve Brown, you did.
Did great,
You did
Steve.
all right. You did
Listen,
okay.
tonight was all about Stevie the G. All right, I'm just happy my man came heated. John versus Stevie G. Loved it.
Yeah, definitely won.
Love the energy.
Well, what's your handle or whatever it is?
At Gmail.
My gamer tag is Dr. Trent X1
All right.
on the PlayStation Network. Hit me up.
Terry, do you want to drop it?
Drop, you say?
Yeah.
Like it's hot?
Yeah. And listen, we didn't get a song tonight. Can we get a song about where can we find Terry?
You can find Terry on the Young Chunk. Find him on the Young Chunk. Noah, hit me. Find him on the Young Chunk. Find us on the Young Chunk, baby.
They need to introduce every topic like that.
And
was
guys,
great.
follow us on at the Muscle Geeks podcast. Follow us. Follow 8-Bit Beef. Follow Think You Know Ball. And if you haven't already, handle 7666, give us a like on the post on the stream. And Milk Toast, thanks for joining us. Thanks for being on time for once. Appreciate you, buddy. And you guys have a great night. That was episode 7. And Stevie G is an absolute barbarian.
Let's go.
Boo, handle 7666. Boo.
Young John!